Alright boys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about some more dev posts that did not have to do exactly with patch 1.2.7, but other dev posts that the devs have made since like the last 2 weeks, okay? These are on future changes, on changes that have been rejected, and also we're going to go over what's going on with the Xbox launch as well in this video, but we have quite a bit of threads to go over, so without further ado, let's get right to it. And before I do start, by the way, if you are an indie game developer or if you know an indie game developer, listen, hit my email, man. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for some promotions. You know what I mean? Listen, let's work. I'm trying a lot of new games right now, especially on Steam. So even if you aren't one, what's it called? Indie game developer. If you're just like a viewer of mine, let me know what Steam games you want me to play. You know what I'm saying? Link them down below. Well, don't link them because they're probably the YouTube bot's gonna go crazy. Just name them down below, okay? Without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, so first we have questions about HA changes, NPCs as well. So this has to do with the horse accuracy. There it is, okay? Obviously, they first dropped this, I think, in 1.2.5 or 1.2.6. Where if you are on horseback and you have a bow and both those skills are very low, you will suck when it comes to accuracy, reload time, all of that, okay? But once you get to level 100 riding and once you get to level 100 bow, your character becomes really good at it. And I thought the change was great. I thought it was great for you to suck with a bow and arrow whenever you're on horseback when you don't know anything about horseback, right? When you have zero skill in horseback. It makes sense. But it was revised, not revised, but it was kind of, the change was brought back a little bit, and it was made not as bad. So it was a small change compared to the previous, which was like more impactful in my opinion. But, what's it called? A person asked, do these changes apply to NPCs as well? Okay. And the community manager response is, this affects all troops, yes, though we will downscale the penalty on single player with the next patch, which they already did because this was from December 11th. Okay. Now, next, right over here. Oh, yeah. And it will be downscale for the player as well. It was already done. Okay. So if you are playing the current patch 1.2.7, it is where it's supposed to be currently when it comes to your bow skill. Next, we have NPC troops. Holy, I can't read. Should have face scars and paintings. I agree. I think they have a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. But what's it called? The person says, greetings. While I was playing with the character customization, I noticed that our character could have face painting and scars. I thought, why not troops too? Troops, not just character, because obviously character can have it. A higher troop tier should have scars, while a recruit wouldn't. Oh, and paintings too. Battalions could use face painting, or even Sturgians and warriors and tribes of Azerai too. So, if I'm not mistaken, obviously the main like clan leaders, some of them have face paint, and also scars, but that's because they're used. Because I'm pretty sure they're made in the same engine as the character is, right? But I'm not sure the NPCs are made in the same way. They might be in a similar way, but they might not have it. Because they want to, make it more optimized. And obviously, you're not going to see every single NPC. Most of the times, you're going to see a helmet on the NPC's face. So, you can make it more simpler. And then he goes, interesting one, thanks. We will bring it up. Cool. Next, we have Encyclopedia button. Hello, would it be possible to add a real Encyclopedia button on the UI? Why not near the character or inventory ones? I think so. That should be also a thing. Put on the main UI, just like a little button. Maybe like a little exclamation point or something like that. And what's it called? The community manager says, I'll bring this up internally. Thanks for the suggestion and props on the persistence. So it's been a while since this person has posted this. It's been 2022. Holy. Yeah, but hopefully we get it. It makes sense. Next, we have broken game ... again. Let's go. Another broken game that I can't load since required Steam update that doesn't even prompt before download. It is so nice to live in a time where what is good for you, whether you like it or not, is forced upon you. Interesting. Well, if he is on Steam, I guess I'll delete the much needed mods to play the game that is required by the Steam overloads. Okay, look, I'm going to show you how to do this on Steam. Because you're not doing it right. Sorry to say. So on Steam, right? For example, let's go to Bannerlord. We're going to go to properties, right? If you go to betas, right? So here's all the stuff that's available right over here. This is all the patch that's available. If you click on none, right? That's going to bring you to the most latest live patch, which is currently 1.2.7. But if you do keep it on none, when the next live patch drops, guess what? It's going to automatically download for you. But if you want to stay on the current patch, let's say for example, so the live patch before 1.2.7 was 1.1.6. This person probably kept it on none. Therefore, when the patch changed over from 1.1.6 to 1.2.7, that's where it auto updated. Because he wasn't on a specific patch, he was just on put me on the most recent, right? Which is equals none. So what you want to do is pick the specific patch in this list and click on it. So I have 1.2.7 installed. Whenever 1.2.8 comes out, unless it's what's it called? Unless like it's auto downloaded, like it's a beta, because beta usually get auto downloaded more than lives. I'm gonna stay on 1.2.7 because that's what I have chosen. So if you want to stay on a live patch but don't want auto updates, make sure you choose the actual updates, not none. Okay? Cool. Moving on. What did he say? There it is. He responds, you can remain on previous patch by opting into it via Steam beta system, as I just showed you. And as Hero eloquently mentioned, moving from 1.1.6 to 1.2.7 brings you a host of changes, all of which are listed in the patch notes. What did he say over here? Okay, I'm not even going to read all this. It's just a whole lot of yapping. But yeah, that's how you do it. Next, make ambient noise its own sound category. There it is. We'll bring it up in suggestions. Yeah, why not? I like separating different noises into different little sliders. Yeah, do it. Next, provide symbols for Tailworld's DLLS. By the way, these right over here are unfortunately things that were not, they were not accepted, unfortunately. And the devs are letting them know. And it's all modding related, so rest in peace. But I'm going to go over it very quickly because I have no idea when it comes to modding what I'm talking about, okay? So all these responses are pretty much the same. But so symbols for Tailworld DLLS, unfortunately, is not going to happen, okay? Next, additional spawn tags to Arena Master Scene, unfortunately, is not coming too. Then we have avoid, what's it called? Prepending native clan tag to player name. And then he states, native clan tags are prepended to player names. Since native clans are only relevant to native, we should not be forced to have them in modded multiplayer. Okay, so he's saying that these two things should not be connected. Unfortunately, this was rejected. Next, we have same guy saying, I'd like to make my own score implementation, but the mission peer score settler is internal. Consider marking it as public, and again, this was rejected. Unfortunate, a little bit of an L for the modding community, but it is what it is. Lastly, before I go over this one little question, or not question, statement over here, we have the winter sale. Currently, Bannerlord is 40% off, and the other titles are about 75% off. So if you wanted to get Bannerlord at a cheaper price, currently on Steam, if I go on Steam real quick, boom, let's go to Bannerlord. Currently, it is $29.99, $30, doll hairs. There it is. So if you wanted to get it for cheap, you can get it right now for cheap. It's live on Steam, Epic, GOG, and Xbox. Doesn't look like PlayStation got any love. And it's kind of funny that Xbox got love, but they still don't have the game. But let's talk about Xbox because a lot of people are upset about it. Obviously, I understand. But let's talk about what I think is happening because a lot of people have been saying the same thing. So for everyone wondering why is it taking so long on Xbox, is Tailworld's doing something wrong? What's going on there? Now, a lot of Xbox players have said that previous games have done this as well, and the devs of the previous games explained it pretty much in this way. Best way I can summarize is what this guy said right here. The patch is taking longer to come to Xbox because of Microsoft's certification process for patches. It was sent out for the same day for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Just Microsoft likes to fiddle and check things before they send it to live. So what he's saying is this update was sent out to everybody at the same time. The problem is Xbox takes a little bit longer to actually certify the changes and say, okay, we can move this to live. Because obviously, you know, for the PlayStation Network, Xbox, Steam, they all have a verification process. Some take longer than others, and it looks like Xbox is that way. But what that does mean, and if this is true, right, I don't know exactly if this is exactly what's going on, that means that you guys should receive, like Xbox players should receive, and Microsoft Store players should receive the patch. What it looks like is about a week's time is usually what it was before. Okay? But that will do it for me. That is your updates. Whenever anything new comes up, you know I'll be here. You know I will make a video on it. And yeah, I appreciate it, like always. And again, a little ad for myself. If you are an indie game developer, I'm playing a lot of indie games right now. And also, if you're one viewer of mine, hey, tell me some cool indie games. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too expensive. I'm not trying to go crazy. You know? Under 20, under 25. I'll buy it. I'll check it out. Just let me know some good ones. You know what I mean? And I'll definitely check it out. But give me a couple choices, okay? And yeah, I might make a video on it, and yeah, we'll go from there. I appreciate everything, and I will see you in the next one.